Hey guys, this is Mike with TechPB, and I know I caught a lot of shit for wanting to do the review on this gun. And for you guys are fucking crazy if you think that Smart Parts bought me off with this piece of plastic, okay? But I'm gonna do a fair review on it. This is Smart Parts Vibe, okay? And right off the bat, I'm also an Ion owner too. I've got an Ion at the house, and I'm going to point out some things, some of the main differences between this one and the Ion. First off, this gun's capped at 11 balls per second, so you're not going to be shooting any faster than 11 balls per second with this gun, unless they come out with a new board, which of course Smart Parts will. One of the things I noticed right off the bat with the gun, okay, it's got a really nice grip. The grip is real reminiscent of the Shocker NXT grip. It feels great. It's a really nice grip. Something else too, which is a huge improvement. I've always said Smart Parts have always had the worst triggers in paintball, okay? The Vibe trigger is actually not too bad. It's fully radiused, it's curved all the way around, and I don't want to disrespect Walter or ProStar, but it almost feels like the Delrin triggers that are coming out there, like from Warp Sports and stuff like that. I mean, it's a fully radius trigger. It feels great on your fingers when you're shooting it. Great trigger. I mean, minor adjustability. For some reason on this one, when you pull the trigger, it literally clicks probably 3 millimeters into the trigger pull, and it still has a ton of back travel. But you know, keep in mind we are talking about a $150 gun here. Another major improvement is the regulator. You don't need the monkey wrench at the bottom of the regulator to adjust your pressure. You can go right through the bottom with an Allen key, just like a regular high pressure air, regular torpedo, or a like a die regulator. You can stick the Allen key right through the bottom. Another major improvement is the on-off button. You guys know with the Ions, I mean, you basically just about, you know, need to stick a nail in there to get the damn thing to turn on. But this thing, it's very easy to turn on. We'll kick it on here really quick. You just basically just tap it till you see it turn red, and that turns red, and you know it's on. One of the major things that I noticed with the gun, oh, and another thing, the ASA. Okay, you don't have that stupid duck bill. It actually comes with a nice little wedge here, depending if you're shooting, you know, CO2 or high pressure air. You can adjust it to make sure that your gun's not sucking liquid. But this ASA is a major improvement over the last one. It doesn't have the duck bill with the macro line. When you're holding it on your left or holding it on your right, you don't have anything hitting you. Once again, I always recommend with all direct mount ASAs, put yourself a drop of Tri-Flow in there. But the gun shoots great. One of the major things I've noticed when shooting it is the detents that are on this gun are not designed for halos and reloader bees and velocities. Okay, the detents on this gun are designed for shake and shoot type loaders. They're definitely not designed for a loader that's going to put a lot of torque on the ball stack. Now what I did here was I used a torque, but instead of putting two 9-volts in here, I only have one, and we've shot probably 700-800 rounds throughout the day. It's been shooting great. So what I'll do is I'll just show you. I mean, it's got, you know, regular semi-auto. It's got regular semi-auto, you know, which isn't too bad. Tap the button really quick, you go to first shot. Tap the button again, and then you've got full auto.
Pretty straight.
I mean, it's a pretty consistent gun. I mean, it shoots great. You know, I mean, you know, Smart Parts are always going to try to juice you for the barrel. I mean, I'm not going to get on them too hard with the barrel, considering it is a $150 gun. But two other major improvements over the Ion, and as a matter of fact, probably one of the biggest improvements Smart Parts has made yet. It actually comes with a clamping feed neck that actually fits loaders. I mean, great job, Smart Parts. Clamping feed net that actually fits loaders. I mean, I've stuck my halo in here, my velocity in here, I've stuck my torque in here. It's got a nice long screw, it fits everything, works great. And another thing too, bolt out the back. Great, somebody actually took the gun apart before they sold it. So it's got a nice bolt out the back, you unscrew it, the whole thing comes out. You know, but other than that, I mean, it's a good little shooter. We've been using it out here today for X-Ball. We haven't had really any issues with it out here in X-Ball. You know, just a fun little plinker gun. I mean, if you're needing a cheap gun to get into the sport, 150 bucks, and that's all you got. Awesome gun for 150 bucks. You know, my recommendation is you save up another 50 bucks, go with an SLGs. You know, it's going to give you multiple fire modes. It's going to give you a little bit more adjustability in terms of getting ready to play true X-Ball. But for a backyard shooter or for a rec ball shooter, I mean, you really cannot go wrong with this gun at all. I mean, it shoots great. So I mean, it's a good shooting little gun. I mean, I'm definitely, you know, like I said, I mean, you guys know, you know, the past few years, Smart Parts has been hugely disappointed in the products that they've been coming out with. Total dog shit. But the Vibe, I gotta say, is not a bad gun for 150 bucks. I mean, I was really wanting to get this thing in the mail just to rip into it, but it's not a bad gun, you know, for 150 bucks. We put it back on semi-auto. You know, there's your semi-auto, there's your 3 shot. which is usually what I use when I'm at it. What I did was I walked up to the chronograph, did the single fire, then when I started the game I tapped it again and went into 3-shot. You know, then you want to put it in full auto and you got that nice feel. That's it, and it's got no eyes, so, you know, once you run out of paint, you just keep shooting it. So, that's about it. So, email me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.
Go, 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 go!
Go check him.
Go, 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 go! Dorito, back right. Dorito, back right. Out.
Someone on the left, Nate.
Out. Go, 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 go! What was that, Mike?
Out of paint there. What do you see? Young shoots great.
Yeah.